I'm live. Neat. Hi, I'm Shaddex, and I'm going to be playing Two Worlds all main quests. Before we start, I am going to make my character. We're going to zoom right up in there. Give those eyes to me. Alright, we played the game on easy, because it makes enemies slightly easier to kill. Yeah, this game does not have the customization of Oblivion. Pretty good. Adjust that mouth position. My guy's gonna be super happy. Give him a big smile. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so timing will start when I skip this cutscene. This cutscene is about, I think, 5 to 7 minutes long, so we are not gonna watch it. So ready on time in 3, 2, 1, go. So basically what happens in that cutscene to start the game off is that you find out that your sister's been kidnapped, and it tells you a little bit about the history of the world. So this is the tutorial dungeon. In this game, the only tutorial you get is how to open up a chest and how to kill stuff. So that's the whole tutorial dungeon. This is not similar to Oblivion or the Elder Scrolls games where it literally takes like 10-20 minutes to get through it. So as I mentioned earlier, this category is called All Main Quests. So if you've seen Two Worlds any percent before, basically any percent in this game is 2 minutes long, because you can just kill the final boss at the very start. But in All Main Quests, it's basically playing the game without killing the boss at the start. So we're going to be doing all of the required quests, well, most of them. There's still a ton of skips though, and I think it's pretty entertaining. It features some pretty cool glitches, a lot of walking around, a lot of horse riding, a lot of high-octane thrills and chills gameplay, so stick around maybe. One thing about this game I should mention is that we play on the current patch, so what you're seeing right now is the game that you would get on Steam. It runs a lot better than the 1.0 version. Some things that patches implement that are relevant to this run are that you run 30% faster on roads than when you're going like off-road like that. So you'll see a lot of the time that we're sticking to the road in order to go as fast as we can. Fortunately, got a bad spawn here. I need to talk to this guy over here to start a side quest. So the early game for this is mostly just talking to characters and kind of starting it off, and then after that it opens up pretty widely, and we can basically, you get 5 quests and you can do those 5 quests in whichever order you want. What we're doing right here is the side quest that I picked up. Basically in this game it isn't like you can't teleport anywhere like you can in Oblivion or Skyrim. You have to get teleporters and activate them, so you can't teleport anywhere that you haven't been yet, and you usually have to use like these big teleporters that are only in one place. But through doing the side quest, you can get personal teleporters, which you get like 3 little rocks that you can throw down and teleport wherever you want. So that's what we're doing here, and those also lead to some interesting skips that we can use later on in the run. And if anyone has any interesting questions, or if anyone has any questions at all about the game, just let me know. I am looking at chat. I will do my best to explain everything. So one thing that you might be noticing in this game is that already there's a ton of walking around. So the first thing we're going to do in order to speed that up is go get a horse. So here's our horse that we're stealing. We actually got really good luck there because the Groms did not attack us. So what I'm doing now is the quest we have to get to is actually up there on that mountain, but if I activate a teleporter up here, first of all, that completes the first part of the side quest that I'm doing, and second of all, we'll be able to speed this next section up a little bit by using these teleporters. An important trick in this game is horse teleporting, which you'll see shortly. So normally, in order to use a teleporter, you have to get off your horse and go into it. But there's a mechanic in this game where you can get off your horse and whistle to it, and it'll follow you and find where you are if you're nearby. It'll just follow you a bit. It's pretty slow. But what you can do with that is call your horse, and it'll actually run into the teleporter. And if you position it pretty precisely, you can teleport with your horse. Those are the 2 main things used in this game to speed us up. I do need to be a little careful here because if you place your horse in the wrong spot, as I've found out a few times, once in my practice run yesterday, it will either shoot up into the air and you'll like almost die or die, or it'll just, I had it disappear yesterday. Like, it just disappeared entirely. So I did cut my gallop a little short there. So what we're doing right now is we're just kind of finding out the lore. So basically, oh, I went too far that time. I'm actually gonna have to slow down and back this horse up. So we're finding out a bit of the lore. So basically what has happened at this point is that your sister is missing, you don't know where she is, and then this guy that we're just talking to right now, Jandohar, he comes up to you and he's like, hey, I know where your sister is, we kind of kidnapped her, do what we say, or else you won't see your sister ever again. So basically what they want us to do is they want us to go find this relic, which was used in the past to supposedly summon the orc god Azaral, who is trying to destroy the world. So we're going to go find the 5 pieces of that relic, assemble it, and then give it to these guys. All for our sister, because that's a fair trade. Orc god Azaral for Kira, the sister. Fun fact, in this game her name is Kira, and in Two Worlds 2 her name is Kyra. That's a pretty fun fact. Hope you had fun. Another fun fact is that this game is very weird with names. First that. Second, your hero actually does not, or sorry, your character does not have a name in this game, despite every other character having a name. Manuals and stuff like that just reference him as Hero. So your name is Hero. And it's not something cool like Hero Protagonist. It's just Hero. See you, Momo. Oh, and also, one of our quests right now is to talk to Ho. So unfortunately my horse is in the wrong position, which is not good at all. I should have already done this teleport by now. Oops. So how you do a teleport is you get on your horse, you position it in a good position, which I did not do. And then you get on your horse, and then mid-animation, you teleport. So basically how it works is your horse has to be not cramped in, or else your camera won't be able to get in there enough to see the teleport sign, or it won't appear. And you also have to have enough space to get on and off of it. And there's setups for each one, but I'm not the most precise with them. So what we did there is we finished the second part of our quest, so now we have one personal teleporter, which we'll be using shortly. And in order to get the personal teleporters, all we have to do is grab these white little rocks on the ground, and we just grab 4 of those white little rocks. And we only have 1 more. You might be wondering why I have a torch. It's because I just kind of spammed space earlier and grabbed them. I light the torch because later on it leads to kind of a funny scenario, but it's not actually used for anything other than to fuck up the bitrate a little bit more. Oh, so we have to go get the 5. So what we're doing now, of course, is getting the 5 pieces of the relic. The relic frame, the earth element, air element, fire element, and earth element. Or I might have missed that and said water. Anyway, the 4 elements and then a frame, basically. Just like Avatar. Right now we're going to the relic frame. Usually what you would have to do here is do a bunch of side quests in order to gain reputation with one of 2 factions. And then you would either kill everyone in the town to get it, or you would do quests for the people in the town to get it. One of those 2 things. Instead, what we're going to do is, since this is all main quests and we can skip those, we're going to skip that. And the way in which we skip that is actually pretty cool. So there's 2 ways. One is to just jump up there. Oh, my horse just messed up. That's unfortunate. One was to jump up there and just jump over the gate. The other is to attack the guard, and we just die and spawn in the town with the locked gate. So they were not thinking when they programmed that. And the reason for that is that, one sec. The reason for that is that in the original patch of this game, there were very few teleporters, and in later patches they added them, and res shrines, I believe. So they just didn't think about the consequences of putting a resurrection shrine in that town, instead of just leaving one outside of it. So if you die right outside the town, you don't have to do the side quests anymore, you just get inside. What we're doing now is we're going up here. There's a teleporter back here, but more importantly, there is 5 fire. This is really bad luck. There's a big ogre guy here. He usually does not get in your way there at all. But what I really wanted there were 5 fire bombs. That is the fastest way by far to get 5 fire bombs at this point in the game. Now we just finished the quest. If I go to my F8 menu, you'll notice in the first slot I have 2 teleporters, and then I'm going to grab another one. Oh, I'm dropping frames, boy, because I can change that in a second. I wasn't dropping frames before, so that's odd.
You mind if I read a quick donation?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Alright, we have $10 from Momo, who says, donating $10 to name the horse Donald Trump.
Oh yeah. So we can't actually rename horses, but in the past I've done donation, or like one donation incentive, where I just started calling the horse names like throughout the run. I just refer to them as names. I think I only did that at ESA. Just someone donated. Ah, let me up. So normally it would. Oh god. Oh god, the luck in this run so far. Okay, so normally there's a locked gate here and it's super secure. We can't get the relic frame, but we can just climb the mountain and fall over the gate. And perfect. 10 out of 10.
Let's have a look.
So in that way we can get the relic frame. Oops, let me grab that. Oh my gosh. This run is already a train wreck. Not that bad, but... Alright, so by doing that and placing it at the gate, I can get both teleporters. And all these teleporters will be used throughout the run. And now I have to get out of the city. So I'm going to save here because my health is not the highest. I think I'll die from that fall. Yep. And thank you for Momo for the donation. Really appreciate it. I think I'll live. I died? Where am I going to spawn? No, can't do that. Damn, I've never had that low health before, actually. That's odd. I just have to heal. And all good. Unfortunately, my horse ran away. So I need to... He's not in the correct position anymore. Means I'm going to lose another minute. Or not a minute, but another few seconds here. Because I have to actually get on him. And hopefully... That doesn't look good either. Oh, got it. So that's probably the hardest horse teleport, or second hardest horse teleport in the game right there, in my opinion. All right, so we are now done the first section of the game. This is where the game really opens up. We can now go and choose any of the other 4 main missions that we want to do. We're gonna do it in the order fire, earth, water. Or fire, air, water. Or fire, air, earth, water. That's right. And for these other ones, basically there's a few different options to do them normally. Normally you would do a bunch of side, like, I think it's 2 side quests per thing. Instead, we're gonna do no extra quests and just kinda get them in interesting ways, using glitches. This is probably the biggest horse riding section as well. What we need to do now is we need to go talk to Kira, our sister, our twin sister. So Kira and I have this telepathic bond, and we can talk to each other in certain areas of the world. It's pretty magical and neat. There's like a strange evil magic in this world, and it's called the Taint. It's pretty humorous, I suppose. Yeah, right now we're gonna go talk to Kira, and then we're gonna go talk to Ho, spelled H-O. And then we'll start heading over to Cathalon. So we actually only do 1 extra quest in this game. Like we only do the main quests, and even a lot of the supposedly like required quests we skip. So at the end of the game, this game doesn't use like a scaled level system like Oblivion or Skyrim. Where like if you're level 5, everything else will be like within your level range as well. This game has a fixed level system where the end enemies all have like a set HP. So at the end of the game you're required to kill 3 final bosses, and they're all super strong. And we end the game at like level 9 or 10 or 11 or something, like super weak. You're supposed to be like level 30 or 40 before you get to that point. So how we do that is we use bombs, which is just It's just an item you can buy that does a lot of damage, and they're really overpowered actually, but they cost a ton of money. So what we're going to need to do is one side quest in order to get some XP, but mostly just to get some gold. So we can, by kind of doing the quest twice through an exploit, we can get double the gold that we would normally be able to get, and which is more than enough, just slightly more than enough to actually buy all the bombs. And that's what we'll be going to Tathlon for. And there is also a bit of randomness in this game near the end, because the bombs that you can buy is random from shopkeepers. So if you get really unlucky, you won't be able to kill the bosses at the end, whereas if you get really lucky, you'll just have to like buy a ton of bombs. So this is Ho. We just talked to him really quick. He offers to tell us more stories about stuff, but we don't really care. So we're just gonna keep going. That city in the distance right there, that's Tathlon. Something I think is really neat about this game is that you have a really high view distance. Like you can see those mountains over there and stuff. That tower. We're actually going to be going to that tower in the distance at the very end of the game. I just think it's really neat how you can see so far in the distance and the actual objects, and that they don't cover it up by fog. So that city right there, Tathlon, is where we're going. And I think it's really neat because like the first time I played this game, I was so intrigued. And I would go and like explore that stuff. Like somewhere way over there, there's a desert with dragons in it. Like this is an actual really cool fantasy game. It's not the best designed, but I think it's really cool. It's one of my favorite games. And Two Worlds 3 development has begun, I believe. So even though I didn't really like Two Worlds 2, it's still nice to hear. Again, we move faster on roads in this patch. So that's why I am traveling on a road right now. You can go there. What's that from? Is that from Skyrim? I'm guessing by the Todd Howard things. I think it is from Skyrim. So there's two ways to get in the city. There's a path to the side and a path to the right. We're going to take neither. We're just going to cut through here. And the reason we're doing this is that there's a teleporter up there that we need to get for later. And it's really easy to miss it if you go any other way, and this is also the fastest. We're just going to head up here, make sure we activate that teleporter. So they don't activate unless you go pretty close to them. And now we're in Tathlon. What I'm going to do in Tathlon is pick up the main side quest that we're doing, and then we're going to pick up a couple really small side quests that are used to get us an extra level. So here's the main side quests. Basically what happens is there's this city called, I think it's Gorgamar. Maybe that was the other one. No, it's Castle, there's this castle called Castle Hattisburg, and they have some catapults. And they're planning to like destroy the city with the catapults. So we have to go take away the catapult activators so that the city can be saved. But by picking up that quest, you also pick up a conflicting quest. So we can also hand it into this other guy who just wants to sell them back to the castle. If we do that, oh, I don't want to talk to you, sorry. Let's get off. If we do that, we get a ton of money. Yeah, there's no inventory. There's no inventory Tetris. Bombs just stack. If there were other items, there would be, but. So all I'm gonna do here is spam through text. I would tell you what's happening in these quests here, but I don't know. I think someone poisoned food, and you're like playing detective, trying to figure out what's up. But I don't know really. But yeah, this just gets us an extra level, which is good because we figure that the rarity of bombs correlates to how high of a level you are. So we want to get to so this extra level that we get will allow us to get more bombs, hopefully more better bombs. So I should get a skill point there, and there we go. We are done with Tathlon for now. Nice to see you. If you remember Remember when I mentioned the torch thing a bit earlier? I'm going to show you it in just one more minute. So basically in this game, there's a bunch of rivers, and swimming over rivers is super slow. But what you can do is if you go to the river and you crouch, you will walk under the water. And I think it's pretty... Oh no, horse, that is the wrong way. Then it's pretty cool to see the lit torch underwater. It doesn't lose any time. You might be noticing some bad horse control. I swear that's not me. This game is just infamous for its bad horse control. That's not a joke, it's terrible. It's a lot better in this patch, but it's still not great. And in the original patch, it's downright terrible. So later, at the very, very end of the game, we're going to go over that tower. It is fastest right now to go over to the other side of the river by crouching. Just so that we can get over here a bit quicker later and not have to do that running. But yeah, we're just walking under the water with a lit torch. No big deal. Everyday stuff for me. Might want to turn my bitrate down a bit. How would I do that right now? Because I see it's still going up a little bit. If 1600. We'll try that. I wasn't having any problems before, which is odd, but here's that I have dropped like 3% of my frames, so I'll just lower it a little bit. See if that helps. So what we're going to do now is, there's kind of like a crossing city in the distance called Quidinar. So we're going to accomplish two things here. One is to get to the other side of the river with our horse. And two is to put a personal teleporter down, which we'll be using 2 times throughout the rest of the run. So at the end of the game, when we have all of the parts of the relic with us, we have to go over to Quidinar and talk to Gandohar, and that just basically starts the end sequence of the game. And it's fastest if we just go over there right now, place a personal teleport down, and then we can teleport to it later. So again, we were doing the off-road horsing at this point, horsing around. Oh, and you might be, I forgot, I didn't explain why I was naked. Yeah, there's no explanation, I just like being naked. No, it's nice to have a bit more weight. There's a weight system in this game where you can only hold so much weight, and because we basically fill our inventory with bombs and traps, the weight can come in handy sometimes. I'm pretty much naked. I have some nice abs though. It's a classy naked. Is he wearing a choker? Wait, is that a choker? I think it is. That's weird. I'm uncomfortable now.
Well met.
Oh, and also it gets us a bit of extra money, which we need to buy 2 fire bombs. We've already done that. And we need the 2 fire bombs because we're going to betray someone in order to get a bunch of money, basically. So right now we're going to talk to our sister again, naked, with our choker on and a torch. She's in another really foggy graveyard area. Kind of creepy, but it's okay. This is the 3rd and last time we'll be talking to our sister in the run. Next time you'll see her is at the end when we save her life and save the world. After this, we're going to go to a place way in the distance over there. You can't see it too well from here, but you'll see it in a bit. That is Gorgamar, and we'll be going there after Castle Hattisburg. One thing I should point out at this point is that we're very underleveled even now. 1 hit from the sky will kill me. 1 hit from almost everything at this point will kill me. Because even, oh, I mean, we've been playing for like 20 minutes and we are insanely under-leveled. So that was the last time we were talking to our sister. Now we're going to go to Castle Hattisburg, and so it used to be, so your goal here is to go through the castle and pick up 3 catapult activators. The original strategy we had for this was to ride your horse through, but because there's archers and stuff, they would just shoot you a lot of the time, and it was very rare to get through it without dying at least once, because everything just one shot kills you. But Straightburn found a strategy where we don't even have to go in the castle anymore, and it's pretty neat. Actually, it's not. It uses the personal teleporters, and you'll see it in one sec. So if you see in my F8 menu right there, this is like my custom hotkey bar, by the way. I have 1 personal teleporter remaining. Yeah, as long as I don't get shot here, we're good. Although being underleveled does help in some spots, because there are some death warps that we'll be using later on. I think 2 or 3. So those are nice and quick, thankfully. We're just gonna ride up here. We're not gonna go through the castle. We're gonna get off our horse, put a personal teleport down, and by walking anywhere near this wall, we trigger the teleporter inside because we're kinda close. And bad programming. Then we just teleport in, teleport out, and we don't have to die. Pretty slick stuff. So what we're gonna do with those things we picked up is basically hand them into one quest giver. He's gonna give us 6,000 gold for them. And then we're gonna kill him, pick them up off his corpse, and then go hand them in for 3,000 gold and some XP. So total we get is 9,000 gold, some XP, and that is more than enough to buy all of the bombs that we need later in the run. So this, I think it looks like a stadium, that place up there. That's where we're going next. It's Gorgamar. In this game, all the races hate each other. If you find dwarves, they'll attack you on sight. If you find orcs, they'll attack you on sight. Basically, fuck humans. Everyone just wants to kill humans. I don't blame them. You know what? That sounded a lot worse than I meant. I'm not a serial killer or anything. But there are 3 ways to get into Gorgamar. Oh, I just stopped my horse by mistake. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. So there's 3 ways to get in here. One is to do a quest for a necromancer, where you'll get a potion that'll basically blow up the gate and kill everyone inside. 2 is to get orc camouflage armor, and all the orcs will think you're an orc and won't attack you. And 3 is to just walk in the side gate and run through it. We're gonna go for option 3 because it's the fastest. We're also going to do a death warp here, so what I'm going to do is, we can't take our horse inside, so all I'm going to do is bring my horse to a resurrection shrine, and when I get the fire element, I'm just going to die and it's going to spawn me here. And in this game, at least on easy difficulty, you don't lose, there's no penalties for dying at all. I'm just going to drop my horsey there, and we're going to run in. So again, I'm going to quick save at least once here, because stuff can kill me. I got pretty lucky. Sometimes there's guys here who can kill you, but I don't think I've ever died here. Excuse me. One neat strategy is that if you run up to archers, when they're loading their bow, they'll get kind of freaked out and start running away from you. So even if you're about to die, you just run it like an archer, and they'll just run away from you. So it's nice to interrupt their animation that way so that you can get around a corner or something like that. This is the side entrance. All you have to do is run through here. I've only died in here maybe once or twice. I think one time there was an orc right at that corner, and as I ran by, he just hit me. So I like to take those corners a bit wider now for that. Alright, so now all we have to do is grab the fire element. See how I ran at that archer and he just runs away? Good strat. Sometimes these guys will block your way. I think I'm okay. Yeah. So we actually want them to ready their attacks so that... Oh, this is slow. So that we can die and just teleport outside. Alright, so now we're just gonna horse teleport all the way to Cathalon, and I'm hoping I did this correctly and it's the right time of day. I think we're okay. It might be a bit too late or early, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do right now is just, first of all, I have to level up some skills. I'm going to level up my set trap skill so that I can set fire bombs, and I'm going to level up swimming so that when we swim later we won't be super slow, and my strength. And I need to bind 2, 1. Oh, that was the wrong bind. 1 sec. I can't even rebind that right now. Crap. That was annoying. Okay. No worries. So this is the Trados Profiteer. We're gonna hand our quest into him, get money from him, and kill him. If you choose the wrong option there, he'll actually attack you, and you're fucked. So hopefully we get him here. Nice. So he gives us 6,000 gold. And I don't think this is actually intended that he has the items, but I just tried it and it worked. That's all you can really ask for. So we get the 3 catapult triggers. And there we go. Now we just go hand it in a second time. And this is the first of 2 bomb runs that we'll be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand the quest in and then just go to all the NPCs in this city, all the merchants, and buy bombs.
Good day. Looking for something?
And that's really all we do in the city is buy bombs and do those few quests. Alright, 9,000 gold total. And a bit of XP, which gets us to the XP amount that we need. 1 merchant's missing. Sometimes the merchants won't be in the right spot. Yeah, but again, this is random, so what I'm really looking for here are ice bombs and poison bombs. And I need them for the very end of the game. I will also be buying fire bombs. So the fully green ones are fire bombs. White and green ones are poison bombs. And blue ones are fire bombs. But the fire bombs will be red right now because I don't have a high enough level to use them yet. So far we have no ice bombs. And I think like 1 or 2 poison. So not a good start. Quite an atrocious start. Alright, that's 1 ice bomb.
Looking for something.
2 ice bombs. And if we see any good traps, we'll get those too. But I just missed a good trap there. And a good trap I define as something with a long hold, because later on we need to hold a few of the enemies. And traps are actually really OP as well. Because if you trap an enemy, they can't attack you. They just stand there. So like some traps will like hold them there for 25 seconds. And like the final boss just won't be able to attack you for 25 seconds. It's pretty good. And I want around, I think, 40 fire bombs. I think. Oh, not actually. I only need like 34, I think, fire bombs. So I'll go after how many bombs I got after this when I bind them to my keys. Alright, so I'm good on traps now. I don't really need those anymore. I'm gonna grab maybe 5 more fire bombs. That was a nice 3 drop on ice bombs, really good. One ice bomb, 2 poison. Ice bomb, 3 poison. Maybe grab like a couple more fire bombs. Alright, so I should be good on fire bombs. If not, I can grab some later. I should be good though. I think I got kinda decent luck with the ice bombs towards the end, but the beginning kind of screwed me over. And that guy's not there. Alright, I'm gonna bind all my bombs and stuff now. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not very good at the menuing in this game, by the way, but that's okay. There, so I have 35 fire bombs, 17 ice bombs, and 21 poison. Not that great. Not like I won't be able to finish the game, but not that great. Where are we going? We're going here. Alright, so now that we have done that brief little intermission there, we can continue on our journey to save the world. We are now going over to the air element, which is an epic quest through a forest that was burned down. And we don't have to do anything. All you do for this quest, there aren't even side quests or anything for it. Literally all you do for this quest is run through the forest and pick up the item. And that's the intended solution, oddly enough. There's some more off-road horsing for stuff. We're gonna go this way around the big rocks. One thing that's annoying about this place is that there's a ton of invisible barriers everywhere and your horse can get stopped on them. So we actually don't follow the path very well at all. And the reason for that is that the path is literally designed so that you run into invisible barriers and can't make any progress. And that's how well this game was programmed. I can follow it at the start, but not throughout the whole thing.
Ah, interesting guests.
I think I'd go off-road here. And if you look at the map, the place that I'm going to is that little pink dot. I believe I went the wrong way. Might be bad. If you mess up too badly, what happens is there's a few things that can happen. Your horse can get stuck on trees and you won't be able to move it anymore. It'll just not let you progress the way that you want to. I've had my horse shoot like 100 feet up in the air and I'll get not soft locked, but basically stuck in an invisible barrier, like above the forest, or like in the top of a tree, I should say. Stuff like that. I think we're good though. Yeah, we're good. So there's a teleporter over here that we're gonna be using. This is a white dragon's nest. Ooh, spooky. The white dragon is not home and never comes home apparently, because all we have to do is ride up and grab the air element. So spooky, spooky white dragon's nest, thank you. Guess it just leaves its eggs here. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is another horse teleport using this teleporter. Is it glitchy for anyone else? Do you mean stuttery, like the stream? Apparently I'm still dropping frames, which I didn't think I was. I don't know why my internet's being crap today, when it was fine for the half hour before the marathon started. I can turn it down again. I blanked out there, but I'm going up here. One moment. So we just teleport over there and then we can continue on our way. Now we're gonna go get the earth element. So what you're supposed to do for the earth element is you pick either the guard captain or the mayor of the town and you do 2 quests for them. Either one of those. Oh god, why can't I get up this hill? Horsey, please. There we go. Instead of that, though, what we're going to do is neither of those. We're just going to kill the mayor and grab the key from his corpse. So there's a few different ways that this can go, to be honest. It depends on your luck and the timing that you get here at. And he is not outside. So this is very bad luck. The door open? The door is open. Are you gonna come outside? We're just gonna wait for him to come outside. We'll see. See what he decides to do. Yeah, sorry for the dropped frames. Yeah, oh well. Is he coming? Come on, dude. Alright, let's give it a try then. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on outside, buddy. Yeah, so he just kind of rotates in between the two, and if he gets in there, you have a few options, but I always find the best one is to just wait. And then kill him, and hopefully loot his corpse. Nice. Before dying. And then we just die, and we're gonna get teleported to our horse. So we can ride off into the sunset. Alright, so that gets us the key to the High King's tomb, which is where the earth element is. Yeah, so again, there's two different ways we can get that normally. You can do quests for the guard captain or the mayor. Instead, we just kill him and grab the key. And all we do now is ride over to the High King's tomb and get the earth element. And then after that, all there is to do is grab the, or do a glitch to go get the, is it water? Yeah, go get the water element. And then start the ending sequence. And depending on the luck, we'll be kind of close to the estimate, but I wouldn't, not too worried yet. Depending on how this one trick goes, though. Hardest trick in the game is still coming up. Still coming up. Yeah, most of the tricks in this game aren't hard at all. It's mostly just consistent practice and stuff. I think there's one, no, there's a lot of death warps actually. There's 2 more death warps to go. Yeah, the horse actually comes in clutch for this last part. There's a glitch that I'm going to use to skip 2 quests in the next area. Excuse me. So not only can you do horse teleporting, there is also horse clipping. And I'll let you know when that's coming up. For now, we just have to position our horse outside. And I don't believe your horse can... I don't think they'll, like, attack your horse or anything if you're inside. So, horse should be fine. I remember I was pretty worried about that when I first started playing this game.
Oh, I like that.
No horse tilting. None of that garbage. Alright, so we unlocked the door with the key. We're gonna do one more death warp here. We're just gonna grab the earth element and one more death warp.
Let's see.
Alright, that was a decent death warp. You can get it faster, but that wasn't bad at all. This puts us back at the start of the dungeon. It's not much faster, but it is a little faster. Alright, so we are now going after the last element that we need, the water element. Normally what you do here is you have 2 things you can do. One is to do 2 quests for one of the guards where you go undercover and you're like an undercover detective and you go find who is dealing magic dust. The other is to like go kill someone or beat someone up or something like that. We're gonna do neither. We're gonna horse clip. And this is the hardest trick in the game. Might end up being faster if I didn't do it, because it is hard. I can get it either on the first try or like the 5th. We'll see. So what I'm gonna do to set that up is I'm just gonna leave my horse here. This is a trick that I discovered, or a method I should say, that I discovered for doing it when I was trying to get out of bounds. Basically, we never knew that you could take your horse inside, which should have been apparent because you can teleport with your horse. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take our horse, or sorry, we're going to go inside of a dungeon. Wait, what? What did I do? Oh, I don't have it bound. I thought I forgot my horse or my personal teleport somewhere. which would mean I couldn't do this trick, but I just forgot that I unbound it by accident. Oh, thank God. Okay. So we're gonna take our horse into a dungeon by doing horse teleporting, and then we can do a horse clip using horse teleporting. Very convoluted. You'll see though. First though, we're gonna do death warp. So I showed you earlier that you can crouch and walk under the ocean. In some places, that'll make it so that you can just walk across. In other places, like this place, there's a death barrier on the bottom of it, so you'll just die. But we can just die and then spawn over here. And this is the city that we're going to, Ashos. Something interesting about this city is that there's a consequence for you stealing the water element. Basically the water element is responsible for protecting these guys from the orcs and goblins and stuff. So once you take the water element, everyone in the city dies. There's basically an orc invasion while you're exiting, and everyone dies. It's pretty good. Consequences. And if you want to finish the game, there's no like alternative to that. You just have to like let everyone die. All to save your sister. What a good bro. We are not going to do any quests. We are going to look for bombs because we are low on bombs. I don't think this guy even has any. Oh, he does. Oh, 2 ice bombs. Yeah. 2 ice bombs and 3 poisons. Hell yeah. Merchant's going to be good to me here, eh? We'll see. 1 ice bomb. I can deal with that. Yeah, you're not going to see all the oh, you're not going to see them though. Why is my game so slow right there? I just want to... Nope. Get away from me. You don't want to sell me stuff? Fine. That's okay. And before he had like 5 ice bombs. Ripperino. Alright, so we're gonna... Normally you would do 2 quests here. Instead what we're gonna do is just run over here. To the temple. And once we're inside, we're gonna try to position the teleporter in kind of a specific spot with no setup. And, well, we'll see how that goes. That looks good. I don't think that's it, but that looks good. We'll try it. I think it needs to be more to the right. Alright, so what I need to do is position my horse somewhere that's not there. That looks okay. That was not okay. This is a lot of setup for a failed horse teleport. Because I'm not going to get the clip. Alright, please give me the clip. So what you do is you just teleport to your dungeon teleport that you just put down, and you do not go through the wall. But that's okay, because on the second try, you maybe go through the wall, the gate. Will not be surprised when this causes me to go overestimate. I tried earlier and got it on the first try, and then I tried again and got it on the 5th. But the good thing about that is that I got it both times. Maybe? Probably not. That was probably it, I'm being honest. That might be it. It doesn't look like it, but I've been surprised before. Oh, that was a bad whistle. Alright, come on. Yay! That's how you do it. So you just get to the other side by doing that, and it skips doing 2 quests. Then you just grab your teleporter from the other side of the gate, and now we can just run through the dungeon. At the end of this dungeon is the water element, which is the last element we need. After this, we have the completed relic and can begin the end of the game, the end sequence. In the end sequence, we are required to kill the final 3 bosses, and that triggers the end of the game. See, Lastly knows what's up. Alright, so we'll see the luck that we get. Ah, damn. Did not get the luck there. I actually need to do a horse teleport here. And the stylish way to do it is to drop the teleport while you are getting on the horse. But it doesn't usually work for me, for whatever reason. So before we start the end sequence, we're going to set up a trap for the first of the last 3 required enemies. And faster than any alternative. Remember when I said we were going in that tower? You can go there. Yeah, we're gonna go there now. There's 5 of these towers around, and the only reason they're here is that at the end of the game, you're required to kill one of them, any one of the Pentagon keepers. Yeah, sorry if it's stuttery. I don't know what my internet's doing today, but I can't do anything about it. It'll be okay. So what we're gonna do is just teleport up here. Drop a teleporter there. We're gonna go start the end sequence of the game. So, surprise, surprise, we get betrayed. They did not release Tira like they were supposed to. Surprise, surprise, the evil people are evil. Did not hold up their end of the bargain. We give them the relic frame. They are going to sacrifice Tira. Oh, the merchants are not there. It is nighttime. So they do not do it. They're going to sacrifice Tira in order to summon the Orc God Azaral, who wants to destroy the world. I should have saved. I'll save here. So what we do is we get up here, we crouch. We hope he doesn't see us. We put a trap under him, maybe. Maybe we put a trap under him. There we go. And then, as long as he's trapped, he can't do anything to us, so we just drop bombs on him. Until he is dead. I actually want to just grab that and then run away. Ah! Don't hit me. If those things hit me, I have to go into my inventory and hit a health potion. Excuse me. Those things are like poison spells where they just damage you over time. So they won't kill me automatically, but they will kill me. Now we're going to ride our horse to the very end of the game. We can't end it quite yet. What we have to do right now is buy more bombs so that we can end the game. If I go over to my bomb menu right quick, you'll be able to see my bombs. I need more poison and more ice bombs. This final boss is immune to fire bombs, so we don't use those at all. Or this second final boss. The final boss is actually super weak. The final boss is weaker than the enemy we just killed. The second last boss has 450,000 health. Whereas that guy we just killed has 45,000 health. So yeah, pretty big difference. Pretty hard to kill him with a sword that does 10 damage a hit. It's possible, but it would be significantly slower. And harder.
What's there?
So the final boss is right behind that door. This is the second last boss, Reist. Hopefully our timing is okay now and it's not nighttime anymore back in Cathalon. We need it to be daylight out so that we can buy bombs. I'm going to save here in case it isn't. It looks like it's either daytime or about to be daytime. Depends on where the merchants are though.
Greetings.
Cannot tell if they're out yet. They are not out. Alright, in that case, what I'm going to do is load that Twitch save. Unfortunately, we are going to lose time here. We'll be close to the 1 hour estimate. And all we do is we start killing this guy. Alright, so we're going to start killing Rice. All we do is talk to him. Run away. Throw a trap down. We just need him to not hit us, and once the trap's down, we can start damaging him. And periodically, I'm just gonna lay down more traps. Alright, so that's a good start. We can just damage him and then run away. And hopefully it's daytime now. It still does not let daytime. Ah, what am I gonna do? Unfortunately, the day-night cycle is making it like impossible to. Oh, they're here. Cool. They're here. All right, merchants are out. We can buy stuff. 4 poisons, nice. We really want ice bombs. Poisons will be okay. Poisons will make it possible to end the game. Not good poison or not good ice bomb luck so far. We've only got 1, 2. I think I would be close to being able to end the game right now. But because of the bombs, the way bombs stack, it's actually faster to just go buy all the bombs. If I got ice bombs, it would be at least. Any percent, there's any percent is about 2 minutes long. I'm not sure, honestly, I'm not sure if I can do any percent. My copy of the game has disappeared, but I will see if it works. I'll see if I can fix that or not. Good thing it isn't a donation incentive, eh? There was actually a glitch found for any percent recently, which saved 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Yeah, I literally can't find my copy of any percent, even though I should have the file. I don't know why I would not have the file, but we will see. Alright, well, we can definitely finish the game now. Alright, let's go finish the game, even if it's slow. Well met! Alright, the real question now is, will we go over estimate? Find out in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. My PB in this game is 53 minutes and the record is 51 minutes. Not that far off. Alright. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, all my bombs... Oh shit, that's not good. All my traps disappeared. Usually they're still here. That's very odd. All I have now are my crappy traps. Which, don't hold for as long. Oh yeah, I have way more than enough traps at this point. Oh, 4! Hit 4! Did it crash on me? This game very, very, very rarely crashes on me. Very, very rarely. Ah! Oh, he almost killed me, I think. That looked like he was about to hit me, right? Shit, that scared the fuck out of me. I'm gonna save. Again, he one-shot kills me. Alright. Now we smack him with our sword. If you see his health going down on the top, that is not my sword. My sword does like my sword's doing like 5 damage each hit, if that. Alright. Let's do it. I need a trap. No, I don't need a trap. Why am I wasting time? Let's do it. Alright. So I'm gonna save just in case. I shouldn't have put that trap there, that was stupid. You know what? I'm gonna pick that trap up. Yeah, I have NVIDIA. 970. Oh, I need to put down more. What am I doing? I thought it was 9, but that's a different NPC. Alright, that should be good. Alright, so now we're gonna... I've crashed here before, though. So we need to choose... No! Fuck. Why'd my game just... My game just crashed. I was underestimate. Just remember that. My game crashed. Open up. Open up. We can still do it. No, we can't. Did I save after I did the fire bombs or before? I saved after or before. Shit. Oh no, it's after. Alright, come here. So what you do is you run at him, and then you run away, and that forces him to run after you instead of walk. Get ready on time, please. Get ready on time. We have done it. And... time.
One day you will see the truth. There is no truth. The building is empty. We can pass the night here.
Oh, maybe I was underestimated in game time. You know what? Not including loads, I was underestimated. I have 59-52 on my splits right now.
That took a long time.
How do you feel?
We have ridden too long.
Should have put those quality options on low.
Exhausted.
God damn it.
But I feel better now.